AI tools that promise to do our work for us are absolutely everywhere. But today, we're going to tackle one of the most tedious tasks out there, building a presentation completely from scratch. I mean, what if you could go from just a single idea to a whole slide deck in, like, under a minute? That's the promise we're going to explore. Oh, we have all been there. You're just staring at that single, empty, white slide. It's so intimidating, right? It's basically the digital version of writer's block, and it's that first huge hurdle you have to get over. But what if you could just skip that step completely?
Well, of course, there's an AI for that. It's called MagicSlides, and we're going to break down exactly how it works, what the price tag is, and maybe most importantly, the big security trade-off you're making the second you click install.
Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the core problem MagicSlides was built to fix: conquering that terrifying blank slide and just getting a first draft done fast. So what is this thing really? Well, put simply, MagicSlides AI isn't some standalone website or a fancy new design program. Nope, it's an add-on, an extension that lives directly inside the tool you're probably already using, Google Slides. Its entire job is to take your text and automatically build out a presentation for you.
So let's really get to its core identity. First, it lives inside Google Slides, which makes it super convenient. Its main goal isn't to create a final, polished masterpiece, but to solve that first draft problem, just getting your ideas structured and up on the screen. And it's flexible. It can work from a simple topic, a long article you found, or even a YouTube video link. And get this, it's not from some giant corporation. It was built by an indie developer, a single creator named Manoj Gupta in India.
Okay, so that's what it is. But how does it actually work? Let's walk through the workflow, from a simple idea to a full-blown presentation. The process is actually incredibly simple. You install it from the Google Marketplace, you open a new blank Google Slides file, and you launch the extension. A little sidebar pops up, and that's where you feed it your topic, or you paste in some text, tell it how many slides you want, and just hit generate. After that, you just sit back and watch it build the entire deck right before your eyes. Then you jump in and start editing.
And here is the kicker. That whole process, it usually takes less than 60 seconds. Seriously. In under a minute, you can have a 10-slide presentation complete with text, titles, even stock images, all ready for you to start tweaking. That right there is its core value, pure speed.
But like with any tool that's this powerful and convenient, there's always a trade-off. So let's talk about what this is actually going to cost you, both in money and, well, in something else. The pricing here is a pretty classic freemium model. The free plan is great for just trying it out. You get 3 presentations a month with up to 10 slides each. The Pro plan, which is around $12 to $16 a month, gives you way more presentations and more slides. But look closely at that last row, data use. This is where things get really interesting. The free plan says your data can be used for AI training, but the Pro plan includes something called a privacy mode.
Yeah, that whole data usage thing is a hint, but it points to a much bigger question. The price tag is clear, but what is the real catch to using a tool that lives inside your Google Drive and creates documents for you?
And there it is. That's the catch. This is the permission you have to grant MagicSlides when you install it. Just let that sink in for a second. See, edit, create, and delete all your Google Slides presentations. Now, to be fair, it kind of needs this permission to work. It can't edit your slides if you can't see them, but the scope of that permission, wow, that's significant.
So what's crucial to understand is where your information is actually going. When you type in a prompt, that text gets sent from your computer to MagicSlides servers. Then it gets sent on to a major AI provider, like OpenAI, for the real processing. The result then comes all the way back. This whole data flow is exactly why corporate IT departments get so nervous about these tools. They're literally designed to prevent this very thing, sending potentially sensitive company data out to multiple third-party services.
So with all that in mind, the incredible speed on one hand and those huge data permissions on the other, how do you decide if this tool is actually right for you?
All right, let's just break it down. The pros. It's built right into Google Slides, which is fantastic. It is incredibly fast and easy, and it's amazing for summarizing content. The cons, though, they're pretty serious. It needs those sweeping data permissions. The designs are, let's be honest, pretty basic Google templates. And most importantly, it's a total non-starter for any kind of sensitive or confidential information.
So who is this for, really? It's a definite yes for students, teachers, or freelancers working on public or non-sensitive stuff. Think book reports, lecture notes, marketing ideas. But it's a major, blinking caution for anyone in a corporate job who's dealing with internal strategy, financial data, trade secrets, really anything regulated. In those cases, the risk of your data getting out there is just way too high.
And that really leaves us with the final question, doesn't it? MagicSlides perfectly captures this central dilemma of our modern AI world. It offers this ultimate convenience, solving a really frustrating problem for millions of us. But in return, it asks for a huge amount of trust and a huge amount of data. So the question you have to answer is, for what you need to do, is that trade-off actually worth it?